First sandalwood we are planting for the year. Today is July 15th, 2021 in the ashram.
How do we give hope to the hopeless? How do we give home to the homeless? There is one question majority of the people did not find an answer because they do not want to look into the answer because the answer was readily available in front of you. The moment you open the Pandora's box, then what? That one question mark has stopped the world from being a beautiful place for people to have ananda. Paramananda means happiness, absolute bliss. Walter Benjamin, born 15 July 1892 in Berlin in Germany, died on 26 September 1914 in Portbou in Spain, was a German Jewish philosopher, cultural critic and essayist, an eclectic thinker combining elements of German idealism, Romanticism, Western Marxism and Jewish mysticism. Benjamin made enduring and influential contributions to aesthetic theory, literary criticism and historical materialism. Walter Benjamin said, "It is only for the sake of those without hope that hope is given to us." Seeing the sufferings, I used to always scream. When I was in Tokyo, my Nigerian roommates, they were Muslims. And they would used to do the namas every time. And most of the time I and they used to have an argument because I was a atheist, a pakka atheist, 100% following atheist. And they were the God-fearing. I used to challenge them to tell, if at all I find God, if you can show me God, I'll catch him and put him in the zoo in India so that the whole world can come and see him and India's poverty can be wiped out. Can you believe? And I used to always get frightened. I used to feel sorry and pain because I was also in the same situation of my other Indian people suffering. And there were so many people are going to the temples, huge amount praying, and the suffering has not come to an end. One day out of desperation I called, "God, where are you? Can't you see the sufferings?" And within seconds answer came, "That's why I made you." It shocked me. Yes, what did I do? Yes, I continued my journey, trying to teach everybody to roar like 1,000-man warrior so that we can feed 1,000 people. Everyone feeds 1,000 people. There is no poverty at all, at least the power of the people. But the more I was trying to enforce the roar of 1,000-man warrior, that every man has got the power of 1,000 men, the thinking of 1,000 men, the feeling of 1,000 men and the push of 1,000 men. The more I was trying to push, the more they ran away from me, accusing, throwing a finger at me, telling, "Himsa kottide, himsa kottide, himsa kottide, himsa kottide." That is a Kannada beautiful language called himsa kottide. Means they have given me something which is called himsa. Beautiful, in a golden plate. Himsa means you are giving me torture. And that continued with the girls who go in India. The girls marry and go to the husband's house. The moment girls go to the husband's house, the same day say, "Ayo, himse kottide, torture." That has not been diverted. Neither the priesthood, neither the political leader, neither the elders in the family thought about it, that the girls, why did the girls go to the husband's house and they say himse? Why did students say to the Gurujis himse? Why did students in the classroom say the teachers are giving them himse, means torture? Because the materialistic world want them to become slaves. They do not want them to think further. That when you go to the other side, anything, no pain, no gain, anything you wanted to understand, wanted to take it to your side, you have to work hard. You have to break the ice. You have to crack the nut. Once you crack the nut, the husband's house and the husband's total ideology, friends, relatives, and the power comes to us. When you go to the Guru's power, you have to take it from the Guru. It doesn't come easily in a plate. That has never been taught. But I found that in Japan, if the master doesn't give a whack, the students feel sorry. The master did not observe me. Everyone scolding, everyone whack is a step forward for the roar of 1,000-man warrior. It is only for the sake of those without hope. So I screamed at God, and God said, I made you. And I kept on trying to make people to roar like a 1,000-man warrior. When that crashed, I knew that I do not have to do that. I myself walked the talk. And if it happens, it happens, and it happened. Yes, it happened. You can do it. You do it, and the Ananda and Paramananda is there. But the hardest work only can bring out the best sweat out from your body, the best truth out of your feelings, the best feeling, the feel, smell, taste, touch, and see. All the five you could embrace it up, and philosophy flows, truth follows, God resides in everyone. Walk the talk. They say practice makes a man perfect. No theory, but show a practical feeling. Yes. Open your heart. It is only for the sake of those, Walter Benjamin say, only for the sake of those without hope. Those without hope, that hope is gone. That's why God has made some of you as a leader to lead, not to yield to pressure tag. Because others do not have the hope. It is you have to give them the hope. You have to go and be optimist, trying to put optimist ideas and keep pushing. Even if they do not like you, you can still go and love them. Even if they are strangers, the love can move mountains. And that love, continuity is growth. Not the smallest gap that I drop a pint of shit in a cup of vanilla ice cream. Not a pint of shit, that means not a pint of gap. You cannot give as a leader. If you think you are the head of the family, before you marry, you must decide whether I am going to become the head of the family. Both of them, the girl and the boy. Don't think the husband alone is the head of the family. The woman is also the head of the family. The husband is head of the family outside the house, and the woman is inside the house. In and they are positive and negative, only can create a. But the one thing went wrong, because the people thought the man is the head of the family and crashed. Both equally has to be given the respect. Where did the respect went? And that hope, we couldn't give that hope of the hopeless to the homeless. If you can think that one, then the house could have been very strong. Then in the house there is only love, because the man respects the women who is head of the family in the right inside, and women respect the man outside the family. Both try to take the best from the husband's house and from the wife's house, and together, wow, it's Ananda. And in that Ananda, there is a love baby is born. The love baby can be the greatest scientist who could wipe out all the tears, because the love can move mountains. If love can move mountains, the child who has been given love, a child which is made out of pure love, can have that kind of a brain that helps the joint family and the family tree.